You talk about the skin of your teeth. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, so let's talk about that. A couple of things happen here. And this is something very dangerous that can take place. So when you are trading, and especially if you're already an existing student of TeamAlliance, you guys already know what we wait for. What we wait for is close to coming, but it has not actually been presented on the chart. And I'm actually going to work on not doing that, where I'm actually taking the trade in advance of seeing that, because I want to utilize this as an opportunity to just be consistent, because this literally is all or none. Like, this is the what this video series is basically, if you lose, it's all over. Like, it's all over. Because if you're taking trades and you're scaling up the contract size and you're maxing out, in other words, using the largest contract size possible based on your account size, and you're doing that for X amount of trades, you have to be 100% precise. You cannot be in position where you're doing anything to jeopardize any trade that you're taking. So in other words, you have to win, period. You know, this was an example just now of, you know, what looked like a losing trade, but at the very end, the actual indicative price moved back above this line. But that was a good example of just what happens in the market and how the market can do something that is contrary to what you're expecting it to do when you're not waiting long enough for the market to give you confirmation that it is positioned to do what you need it to do. And hopefully that will, you know, sink in and catch up to you. And I'm glad, you know, I volunteered to be the guinea pig. So whatever happens throughout this video series, I would rather it be me than you. You know, you guys can see the examples through the trades that I'm actually taking of what happens. You know, we train on this. We train on what not to do and how to remain patient to wait for the market. When you don't wait for the market, you put yourself at risk. And in the case of what I'm doing in this series, if you're putting your trade at risk, it means that the challenge is over. My goal is to be 30-0 on this challenge, during this challenge, and I'm going to be scaling up insanely aggressively. Like, basically, I'm going to be putting the entire account at risk on every trade. So I mentioned this, you know, initially when I started the challenge. That's what this challenge is. I'm just doing it because I want to show, you know, how it looks when you take the best opportunity. So I want to get into that frame of mind and into that zone. So excuse me, actually, for even taking that trade, because I didn't wait the way that I should have. I did not wait. All right. So I'm just keeping my eye on things right now. I want to see how this sets up. I'm not going to take this trade because, once again, what we're waiting for and what we're trained to wait for has not occurred yet. And my students know exactly what I'm referring to. So we need to see that first. That was an example of us looking like we were going to see it, but the market decided, nope, it's not ready. You see? So it's better to wait for the market to confirm that it is in position, rather than you assuming that the market is in position or trying to be, you know, ahead of the market, so to speak, and trying to get it in advance of it actually happening. You know, jumping the gun. No need to do that. There's no need to do that. And that's really what I hope that you guys get out of this video series. All right. So forgive me, you know, for even doing this just now with this particular trade. This right here almost killed the challenge. Just now, that particular trade. All right. It was for a buy. The price ended up reversing. I mean, I did all type of stuff that should not have been done. I put on the order. The order was just sitting there. It was already actually, not even available for me to enter into that trade. And yet I left the order on. And this is the type of stuff that people do. Like, don't get me wrong. People, nobody is perfect, but people actually intentionally do certain things to try to accelerate the process of what the market is willing to give. And I don't want to even create I don't want to develop that habit throughout this challenge. I want this challenge to be focused. All right. So you will not see me do that again. All right. I apologize. And you guys just stay tuned. More to come. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. All or none. Is it all or none or all or nothing? I think it's all or none. All or none challenge. TeamAlliance. Y'all stay tuned. More to come. Deuces.